Wish you all a very happy feast. Hope you have grabbed a snack and some coffee. So sit back and enjoy the short program on the occasion of the feast of St. John Mari Vianney. As part of this celebration, we are going to play KBC, but with a twist. The very first evident difference being that I, Jocelyn Gracious, will be replacing Amitabh Bachchan as the host. And secondly, this KBC is not Kaun Banega Karorpati, but instead it is No Better Your Clergy. Now, the rules of the games are slightly different too. We will have 10 contestants and 5 quiz rounds. The contestant taking part in each quiz round will be selected on the basis of fastest finger first. The contestant that wins the fastest finger first will take part in the quiz round. Each quiz consists of 7 questions, and each right answer gets 10 points. So each quiz has a maximum total of 70 points. Another interesting twist in this KBC is that the contestants do not get eliminated if they're not able to get a correct answer. They just do not get points for a wrong answer. The contestants, however, can avail of 3 lifelines during the quiz round, which are audience poll, 50-50, and phone a friend. At the end of 5 quiz rounds, the contestant with the highest points will win an exciting gift voucher, entitling him or her to a high tea meeting with the parish clergy team. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's begin this KBC show. No Better Your Clergy. A big round of applause, guys. Thank you. First things first, let me introduce our contestants for today's KBC. Contestants, kindly wave out on your screen as I call out your name. We have Lloyd, Sharmila, Naomi, Annie, Aaron, Catherine, Gary, Anish, Joy, and Bronwyn. A warm and hearty welcome to all our contestants and all the very best to you. So let the games begin. We start with the fastest finger first. You will see a question flash on the screen. You have to type your answer to the question in the chat box. The contestant who is able to key in the right answer to the question the fastest will qualify for the quiz round. So Computer G, let's have the fastest finger first question. So here's your question. Name the song the priest sang on Parents' Day. Quickly key in your answers in the chat box. All right, your time's up. So I hope all the contestants have keyed in their answers. I request Computer G to please give us the winner of this fastest finger first. And the winner is Lloyd. Congratulations, Lloyd, on being the fastest to answer this question. The answer is Cuando. All right, so we have a first contestant to qualify for the quiz round. I invite Lloyd to the online hot seat. A big round of applause for Lloyd.
Thank you.
So Lloyd, it's a pleasure to have you on the show and on this hotline seat. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Lloyd.
Yeah. Well, I'm Lloyd from B Zone and I live in Gloria. I'm really happy and excited to be here today.
Fantastic. It's a pleasure to have you, Lloyd. Are you all set to begin with the quiz?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So let's start with the quiz. Computer G, can we have the first question on the screen, please? What is Father George's middle name? All right, what is Father George's middle name? I'll ask Computer G to please throw up the options. Option A, Anthony. Option B, Matthew. Option C, Marshall. And option D, Xavier. So Lloyd, which one are you going to go ahead with as the answer to this question?
I would go with C.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
100%. Confident? Should we go ahead with option C, Marshall?
Yes. Yes, please.
All right, Computer G, can you please go ahead and lock option C, Marshall? All right. Now let's find out whether you've got that right. What is Father George's middle name? Computer G, let's have the answer to this question. All right, fantastic. Congratulations, Lloyd, on getting that answer right.
Thank you.
So you scored 10 points for this question. Marshall is Father George's dad's name. He passed away when Father George and his siblings were quite young, and his mother took care of them. Yeah. So moving on next to question number 2. Computer G, can you please bring up question number 2 for Lloyd? How many years has Father George completed as a priest? We'll bring up the options for you. Option A, 30 years. Option B, 35 years. Option C, 40 years. And option D, 33 years. So what are you going with, Lloyd? What does your hunch tell you?
33.
Are you sure about that? It sounds like a bit of a dicey number, 33.
Yes.
All right. You seem to have done your homework very well because you seem very confident that as that answer. Computer G, can you please lock option D, 33? All right then. Computer G, can you please bring up the correct answer for this question? And that is the right answer. Congratulations, Lloyd. Father George was ordained on 9th April 1988, which makes him complete 33 years. All right. All set for your next question then?
Yes.
All right. Computer G, let's bring up the next question on the screen. So here's the next question. From which last school did Father George retire as principal? Here come your options. Option A, Sacred Heart School, Santa Cruz. Option B, St. Joseph School, Vikhroli. Option C, St. Michael School, Mahim. And option D, St. Anne's School, Pali, Bandra.
St. Anne's School.
All right. Are you very confident about that one?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, Computer G, can you please block option D, St. Anne's School, Pali? And let's find out whether your confidence has paid off. Computer G, can you please bring up the question answer on the screen? Afsos. Lloyd, that is not the right answer. I know you were very confident, but that's really not the right answer. The right answer actually is St. Michael School. In fact, after retiring, Father George was appointed as secretary of the ABE, Archdiocesan Board of Education. He had to look into all matters regarding the school in the Mumbai Archdiocese. Yeah, so that's the answer to this question, St. Michael's School. All right, moving on to the next question. Are you set for the next question, Lloyd?
Yes, I am.
Computer G, can you please bring up the next question on screen? So, Lloyd, how many siblings does Father George have? Option A, 1 brother and 3 sisters. Option B, 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Option 3, 3 brothers and 1 sister. And option D, 1 brother and 1 sister.
I'll go with option A.
Are you sure about that? You still do have a lot of lifelines available.
What number? This is the third question, right?
This will be your 4th question, right?
I'm fine with it. I'll go with it.
All right then. Computer G, can you please lock option A, 1 brother and 3 sisters? All right, so we have that answer locked in. Let's find out whether that's the right answer. Well, that is the right answer. Congratulations, Lloyd. That's a fantastic guess. Were you very sure about this answer or were you just guessing?
I've had a couple of conversations with him, so I'm just putting all that together while I answer you.
I think you have a great memory, actually. I mean, to having remember that as part of the conversation that you've had is a fantastic job. So congratulations on getting that question right.
Thank you.
All right. So that brings us to question number 5. So Computer G, let's move on to the next question. Let's bring up the next question on screen. So here's your next question, Lloyd. What is Father George's chest size? Just to clarify, we're asking for Father George's chest size and not his waist size, okay? Computer G, can you please bring up the options? Option A, PM's chest size. Option B, 44.5 inches. Option C, 50 inches. And option D, 36.5 inches. A tough call, isn't it, Lloyd?
Yes.
What are you going to do? Which
Go
option?
for a lifeline. Can I go for a lifeline this time?
Absolutely. You have 3 lifelines available with you. Which lifeline would you like to go ahead with?
Which are the 3?
So you have audience poll, you have phone a friend, and you have 50-50.
I think I'll go with 50-50.
All right. So Computer G, Lloyd would like to opt for 50-50. Could you please bring up the 2 options available for him in this 50-50? All right, Lloyd. So that narrows it down to just 2 options that you need to choose from. So what is Father George's chest size? Which option will you go?
44.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
All right, Computer G. Lloyd would like to lock in option B, 44.5 inches. All right, so let's find out whether you got that answer right. Computer G, please bring up the answer on screen. And that is the right answer, Lloyd. That's a fantastic guess. I think, your lifeline really helped you there. So congratulations on getting this question right. I think Father George has a lot of catching up to do to reach up to Chappan. Yeah. So Computer G, let's move on now to the next question. So Lloyd, here's a question on screen. Which car does Father George? Option A, Hyundai Santro. Option B, Kia Seltos. Option C, Hyundai i20 Sports. And finally, option D, Honda Brio.
Option C.
Are you saying it because you know it or you're guessing it?
This I know.
All right, let's find out whether that guess of yours and your knowledge is spot on. Computer G, please lock option number C, Hyundai i20 Sports. All right, let's find out whether that's the right answer. Computer G, that is the right answer, Lloyd. Fantastic guess. Amazing, amazing. Great going, Lloyd.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on now. Let's have the question up on screen. Which of the following describes Father George the best? Option A, he is a good administrator. Option B, he preaches excellent sermons. Option C, he is kind and generous, especially to the marginalized. And option D, all of the above. Quite a tough question, isn't it?
Option B. This is the easiest one.
According
to me.
All right then. I think we'll have computer lock option D, all of the above. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Computer G, please bring up the right answer. And that is the right question. Fantastic job done, Lloyd. That is the right answer.
Thank you.
And we will quickly add up your scores and understand how much you've scored in this round of the quiz. And while we are waiting for the score tally, I would like to recount the many things Father George has done in our parish in these 2 years, despite the lockdown. He added a number of things to the church interiors. He had the secondary school building repaired and ready for the Golden Jubilee. And most importantly, along with Father Gavin, he got the international school ready, putting St. Pius on the international map. Before we move on to round two of our quiz, I would like you to see the responses of our parishioners to the question, what is the one word that comes to your mind that best describes Father George? Let's hear what people said.
Observant,
Understanding.
Charismatic leader.
understanding,
Uncle George,
Diligent.
humble shepherd,
Entertaining. A people's person.
Wise,
Knowledgeable.
thoughtful,
Dynamic.
efficient,
pastoral,
Father George is a very good observant and approachable.
Father George is very systematic person,
Thoughtful.
Very careful.
organized,
Father George, we thank you and applaud you for all the achievements and for making a difference in our parish. All right, then. So we've tallied the scores, and we are pleased to announce that Lloyd has scored a total of 60 points. Please put your hands together for Lloyd.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Lloyd, on achieving 60 points in this quiz round.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a thrilling first round, and we are now ready for round two of KBC. May I have all the contestants on the screen, please? Okay, as in round one, we will go to the fastest finger first round to select our next contestant. Contestants, are you ready? All right. Computer G, let's have the question for the fastest finger first, please. So here's your question. What date is the feast of Saint John Mari Vianney? Quickly type in your answers in the chat box. All right. Let's first look at what the answer was, and then we'll see who has won the fastest finger first. So, Computer G. Yes, we have the answer up on screen. The feast is celebrated on the 4th of August. I hope you've got that answer right. And let's find out who got that right the fastest. All right. So, the winner for this fastest finger first round is Sharmila. A big round of applause to Sharmila. Congratulations, Sharmila. I invite you to the online hot seat. So, Sharmila, before we begin, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Jocelyn. I'm Shamila Mascarenas, and I'm happy to be on the show.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for introducing yourself, Sharmila. Are you ready to begin with the contest?
Yes, I am.
All right. In that case, Computer G, let's have the first question. So, Sharmila, here's your first question. In which stream did Father Gavin graduate? We'll bring up the options for you. Option A, theology. Option B, commerce. Option C, science. And option D, arts. So, Sharmila, what are you thinking? What's your first thought? Any guesses?
Confused between A and D.
All right. I know it's your first question, but would you like to opt for one of your lifelines?
50-50.
All right. You do have 3 lifelines available, and we'll go ahead and lock in your first lifeline, which is 50-50. Computer G, Sharmila would like to go ahead with the option of 50-50. Could you please bring up the 50-50 options for Sharmila? So Sharmila, that really reduces it in terms of complexity. Now you have 2 options to choose from. In which stream did Father Gavin graduate? You now have the options of theology and option C, science. So what's your answer going to be?
biology, he would have done it in his formation years.
All right.
I think science, I take option number C.
All right, fantastic. Computer G, can you please lock option number C? Option C, science. And let's find out whether you've got that answer right. Computer G, can you please bring up the answer? And the answer is absolutely right. Science is the right answer. Fantastic. I think your lifeline really helped you there to get the first question right. And the interesting fact is that Father Gavin is a science graduate specializing in organic chemistry. And after his graduation, he worked with Asian Paints before he joined the seminary. All right, then, are you ready for question number 2? All right, Computer G, let's have question number 2. So here's your question. Which is Father Gavin's favorite type of music? We'll bring up the options. Option A, country western. Option B, heavy metal. Option C, rap. And option D, jazz. So what are you thinking?
Option A.
Are you sure about that one?
Yeah, because I don't think he does rap, he does jazz.
I think he likes music quite a bit, and I think maybe he might go with jazz. What do you think about that?
At least to the time I have connected with him.
All right.
I've never seen him sing any jazz.
All right. What have you heard him sing?
Tell me, I'm always hearing singing him. So
All right. That makes it tough for you. But would you like to lock option A in that case? Country western.
Yeah, country western.
All right. In that case, Computer G, can you please lock option A, country western? And let's find out if that's the right answer. Well, that is the right answer. Good job on that one, Sharmila. Apparently, Father Gavin listens to Pat Boone, Nat King Cole, Frank Sinatra, Kenny Rogers, and Bing Crosby. So you were absolutely spot on with that answer. Moving on now to question number 3. Computer G, let's bring up question number 3. So what is Father Gavin's height? Option A, 6 feet 3 inches. Option B, 5 feet 11 inches. Option C, 5 feet 5 inches. And option C, 6 feet 6 inches.
Option B.
Option B, 5 feet 11.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? I mean, how did you come to the conclusion of selecting this option?
Because
Have you tried standing beside him?
no, but I know he's as tall as Sheldon, so that's why.
That's a good yardstick that you have there. So, okay, let's do that then. Computer G, can you please lock option B, 5 feet 11 inches? And let's find out if that's the right answer. Well, that is the right answer. I think you got that spot on. Fantastic with that option. Sharmila, let's move on now to the next question. But I think, an interesting fact, like you pointed out, is that Father Gavin actually just missed by a small margin of 1 inch to be there at the 6 foot mark. Let's move on now to the next question. Here's your question on the screen. What is Father Gavin's favorite indoor game? Option A, carom. Option B, cards. Option C, table tennis. And option D, dumb charades.
Option A.
All right. Are you sure that you want to go ahead with option A?
Yes.
All right. Computer G, can you please lock option A, carom? And let's find out if that's the right answer. Oh, afsos, that is the wrong answer, Sharmila. In fact, during the lockdown, the parish team used to play TT, and Father Gavin would often beat all the rest of the parish team members. So
I
he's
also
quite
know
an
that.
ace. You
I
knew
also
about this?
know. I also know that he's very good in Karen.
All right, fantastic. So you're right about that. But his favorite indoor game is table tennis. All right, then. Moving on to the next question. What instrument did Father Gavin play in the clergy band? The options on screen. Option A, guitar. Option B, mouth organ. Option C, drums. And option D, keyboard.
Option D, keyboard.
You sound very confident about that answer. Have you actually seen him play?
Yes.
Fantastic. Computer G, let's lock option D, keyboard. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Brilliant. That's fantastic, Sharmila. I think you hit the nail on its head. In fact, the clergy band's name was Ambassadors for Christ. Many of you would have heard them when they played for the Silver Jubilee of our parish church building. All right, so that is the right answer. And we move on now to the next question. You have 2 more questions coming up. Here's your 6th question. The papal style blessing that Father Gavin gives at the end of the Mass, he uses option A, 2 fingers, option B, 3 fingers, option C, 4 fingers, and option D, all 5 fingers.
All 5 fingers.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
We're talking about Father Gavin's signature papal style blessing.
He does like that.
You still do have some lifelines available. Do you want to opt for any of them, or would you like to lock that in? Shall we lock option D, all 5 fingers? Shall we lock that in?
Yes.
All right. Computer G, let's lock option D, all 5 fingers. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Oh, you missed on Father Gavin's signature papal blessing style, which is the 2 finger. All right. So I think you need to watch him a little more closely then. All right. Moving on to the last question of this quiz round for you, Sharmila. Computer G, let's bring up the last question on screen. Which of the following describes Father Gavin the best? Option A, he's a good storyteller. Option B, his singing is par excellence. Option C, he is loved by the school boys and Sunday school children. And option D, all of the above.
Option D, all of the above.
Are you sure about that one?
Yeah, because he's a good storyteller. He tells us homilies in the always story during homily. All the children love him, and his singing power is also very excellent.
All right. There seems to be a lot of conviction there. So we'll get Computer G to lock option D, all of the above. And the answer is all of the above. That's fantastic. Good going there, Sharmila, with the last question. And we'll wait for the scores to come in. In the meanwhile, we've all heard Father Gavin sing beautifully during the Mass. And one of our contestants, Catherine, is a cantor. Catherine, would you like to say a few words about Father Gavin?
As I said, Father Gavin is a gift of God to us. Okay, when he celebrates Mass, it's like paisa vasool for me, because he starts the Mass on time. Okay, and he gives a lot of insights into the saints of the day. Then he talks about the readings of the day, insights in the readings of the day. And his Sunday Mass is also laced with a lot of stories. Okay, so the icing on the cake is his voice, his singing, which is he's got a very strong, powerful, and a very melodious voice. And the best thing is, when the choir sings, he also joins in the singing. And this is something which I like. As a cantor, I would like the priest to also join in the singing so that it looks as though there's an all-round participation by all of us. And as already said, he's a favorite among the children, and with his knowledge and the love and the smile that he has, he draws a lot of children to him. He's a fantastic principal, and now he's elevated to the principal of the international school. So God bless you, Father Gavin, and your ministry, and may your tribe increase. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine, for that. I'm sure you are all wanting to know the responses of the parishioners to the question, what is the one word that best describes Father Gavin? Let's hear people's verdict.
The headmaster.
Organized. Dedicated.
Committed.
Spontaneous.
Dynamic.
Musical.
Caring.
Meticulous.
Vibrant.
Dynamic.
Humorous.
Dedicated.
Student friendly.
Gifted.
Father Gavin is hardworking and responsible.
Father Gavin, committed and hardworking.
So humble.
Motivating.
Encouraging.
Really beautiful words. All right, so we do have the scores in for this round. And Sharmila Mascarenis, who's a Sunday school teacher, has scored a total of 50 points. A big round of applause for Sharmila. Congratulations, Sharmila. All right, so we're back for round 3 of KBC. Please maybe have the contestants on screen. Now that you all know the format, let's have the question for the fastest finger first. Computer Ji, can you please bring up the question for fastest finger first? So here's your question. On which day of the week do we recite the St. Pius Novena in our church? Quickly type in your answers in the chat box. On which day of the week do we recite the St. Pius Novena in our church? I hope all the contestants have keyed in their answer in the chat. All right, so now that we've got all the responses, let's look at what is the right answer for this question. Computer Ji, can we have the right answer? Yes, it is Thursday, the day of the week that we recite the St. Pius Novena. And Computer Ji, also requesting you to throw up on screen the winner for this fastest finger first. And the winner is Naomi. A big round of applause to Naomi. Naomi, welcome to the online hot seat. तालियों से Naomi का स्वागत हो जाए. So Naomi, before we go ahead with the quiz round, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, hi. I'm Naomi Vegas and I belong to Zone A, St. Andrews, and I'm part of the St. Pius X youth group. And I'm happy to be here. I'm super excited and nervous.
In fact, we are super excited to have you on the show and as part of this entire hotline. Welcome to the show. And are you ready to begin with your quiz round?
Yes, definitely.
All right. In that case, we'll begin with the quiz round and I'll request Computer Ji to have the first question on screen, please. So here's your first question. Which college did Father Clifford study before joining the seminary? Let's look at the options. St. Xavier's College. Option B, St. Andrew's College. Option C, Bhavan's College. And option D, Father Agnell's College. So here are your 4 options. Option A, St. Xavier's College. Option B, St. Andrew's College. Option C, Bhavan's College. And option D, Father Agnell's College.
This is very confusing. I thought being part of the youth group, I'd be a little more, okay. Let's go with
You do have your lifelines available. Would you like to choose any of them? Perhaps phone a friend?
Probably a little later.
All right. You're
let's
saving
go
that
with
for
my-
later, in case
Yeah,
you really
let's go with. Yes, let's go with my luck for the very first question.
All right.
I think I'd choose. I'm a little skeptical between B and D, so.
All right.
Maybe.
Maybe. Which option would you like?
The Agnes College.
Father Agnes College? Shall we lock that one? Do you see him as the technical kind?
Okay, maybe St. Andrews College. Okay, St. Andrews College. Option B, St. Andrews College.
Lock kiya jaye.
Yes, lock kiya jaye.
All right. Let's see if she's got that one right. Computer Ji, let's lock option B, St. Andrews College. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Well, that is the right answer. That was a good switch that you made at the last minute there.
Yes.
So in
Luck
fact,
was in favor.
that's right. So Father Clifford did study at St. Andrews College, and I'm told that he was quite the hero of the class there. So good answer there. Let's move on now to question number 2. Computer Ji, let's have question number 2. What was the date of Father Clifford's ordination? Let's bring up the options. Option A, 9th April 2015. 15th April 2018. Option C, 9th April 2016. And option D, 9th May 2016.
Wow, okay. I was really happy when I saw like the first option as April, because like then I was like, oh wait, we remember wishing him in March for his birthday, and then next is his ordination, but now I have 3 dates up there with April. Oh no.
Think about it a
I
little
think
more
it's-
closely.
I think it's 9th April 2016.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to go ahead and lock that
Yes,
option?
lock kiya jaye.
Okay, you seem rather confident about that one. So we'll get
Yes,
computer. Computer Ji, can you please lock option C, 9th April 2016? And let's find out that is the right answer. So 9th April 2016 is the correct answer. You seem pretty confident about that, Naomi. How come you're so confident about this one? Where did you get this information from?
I think my memory. Yay, go memory.
Are you sure about that? Because I was
Yes,
thinking that
yes.
maybe you looked up the parish website.
That.
Because,
Yes,
our
I did.
parish website, stpius10mulund.org, gives us a lot of information on all matters related to our parish and our church.
I'll be fair. I knew it was April, but I did look up the website for the date and the year.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you did, because
I did.
the website gives you a lot of information. So you guys should keep checking the website as well.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. So let's get back to the quiz. Moving on to the next question. Computer Ji, question 3, please. What size shirt does Father Clifford wear? Bring up the options. Option A, XS. Option B, XL. Option C, double XL. And option D, triple XL.
Oh no.
If I were you, I think I would go with option A, XS.
Sure. Why would you want me to lose?
Get a lot of brownie points with Father Clifford for that.
Yes, he'd be very happy.
So you need to choose between the brownie points or the points in this quiz then.
I wish I could like phone him up and be like, hey.
Unfortunately,
Or, like,
you can't phone him as a phone the friend, but you can call someone else if you'd like.
I mean, he is my friend. I wished him for Friendship Day. I said Happy Friendship Day.
All right.
All right.
Unfortunately, we don't have that option. You'll have to take a call with which option you'd like to go ahead with.
Okay. I think I'd go with I'm skeptical between B and C.
All right. It is quite close there.
Yes. I think I'll go with. I'm trying to picture Father C.
All right.
I think an X. No, double XL. Lock kiya jaye. Option C.
You seem to be making these last minute changes. It worked in your favor in the past. Would you like to lock option C, double
no.
XL?
Yes.
All right, let's see if that winning streak continues. Computer G, let's lock option C, double XL. And let's find out if that is the right answer. That is the right answer. You got this unique knack of making up your mind last minute and still getting it right.
I wish that worked with all my entrance exams as well.
I wish you too. But I'm glad that you got this one right. And
Yes.
so those of you who are planning to wish Father and gift Father Clifford a shirt at some point of time, you
Yes,
really need to
now
make
we know.
note of that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to the next question. Computer G, let's have the next question. What is Father Clifford's favorite food? Option A, chicken. Option B, Karela vegetable. Option C, pork. And option D, soup.
Oh. I
What
wish
do you
they
think
were.
is Father?
I wish they were cuisines because then it'd be easier. I
All
think
right,
option C.
What makes you go with option C?
So I know Father likes Chinese. That kind of goes towards chicken and soup.
Ah,
But I think I'll go for a wild guess and select pork.
all right. So which option are you going to go ahead with then?
Option C, pork.
All right. Computer G, let's lock option C, pork. Fantastic guess. Fantastic guess. In fact, that is the right answer. And I'm told that pork vindaloo is his favorite dish, particularly.
Right.
Fantastic. Good guess on that one. And moving on now to the next question. Computer G, the next question, please. Where does Father Clifford's family live? Option A, Borivali. Option B, Santa Cruz. Option C, Goregaon. And option D, Amboli.
Why do they all have to be so close by? Like I could have just been like, yeah, I know it's not Thane side, I know it's that side, but now all of these are like right there next to each other.
We've got to give you a run for your money.
Which question number is this? Maybe I think.
So this
of
happens to be
using-
question number 5. You still have 2 questions post this. You can always opt for your lifeline.
I think I'll go with my instinct one last time. Option B, Santa Cruz.
All right. Are you sure about that one?
Yes, Lock kiya jaye.
You generally get the answer right when you make a switch at the last moment.
No, let's not this time.
All right then. Computer G, let's lock option B, Santa Cruz. And the answer is... Uh-oh. You could have changed your mind in the last minute. The right answer for that question is actually Amboli.
Oh no!
If you had gone with your typical habit of switching last moment, you could have got that right. But nonetheless, you still have 2 more questions to go and you do have your lifelines available as well.
All right.
All right then. Computer G, let's move on to the next question. What training course did Father Clifford undertake recently? Option A, course on new evangelization in India. Option B, course on theology. Option C, course on VBJ, Vacation Bible Joy. And option D, course on meditation. Keeping in mind this entire pandemic, I think it could have been posts on meditation.
No. I think I'll go with course on new evangelization in India.
Sounds very sophisticated, isn't it?
Yes.
All right then. Are you sure you want to go ahead with this as your final option?
Yes.
All right, Computer G, can you please lock option A, course on new evangelization in India? All right. And let's find out if that is the right answer. Spot on. Fantastic guess. Was that just a guess or were you very sure about that?
No. It was a little bit of both. Like the others seemed like it was possible to eliminate. So I used the elimination rule.
The process of elimination, you got the answer right?
Yes.
In fact, Father Clifford successfully completed the course and now he assists in the Archdiocese Proclamation Commission. Father Clifford, we wish you the very best in this additional aspect of your ministry. All right then. So that brings us to the last question of this round. Are you all set for your last question then, Yomi?
Yes.
Computer G, let's have the last question and question number 7. Which of the following describes Father Clifford the best? We'll bring up the options. Option A, he is approachable at all times. Option B, he is jovial. Option C, he leads the praise and worship very well. And option D, all of the above.
So, you know,
Tough one, isn't it?
In school, we were always taught when you see all of the above, always all of the above. But knowing Father C, he does fit with all of these mentioned. So yes, all of the above.
So you think he's approachable at all times, he's jovial?
Yes, he definitely
fantastic at
is.
praise and worship, and hence
Yes.
all of the above.
Yes, even now he manages to get the entire youth group to do like an action song, and we all just have like a lot of fun. So yes, all of them
Right
suits
then.
him very well. All of the
All
above.
right. Very confident there. Computer
Yes.
G, let's lock option D, all of the above. And let's find out if you've got that one right. And that is the right answer. You've been on quite a winning streak towards the end. All right, so we will actually tally the scores and let you know how many points you've scored in this round.
All right.
So Naomi, while we wait for your scores to come in, would you like to say a few words about Father Clifford?
Oh, yes. So Father Clifford, like that question, had all the options. He's a very jovial person, very approachable, fun-loving. So yes, that fits him really well. And I'm so glad he was in charge of the youth group because he's been with us ever since. And I think that has really helped because we've been able to like coordinate with him and take things forth. So we're really glad that he's been with us, and I hope that he continues being with us in the future as well. Thank you, Father C. We really appreciate all that you do for us.
Thank you so much, Naomi, for those lovely words. When we asked the folks of St. Pius to describe Father Clifford in one word, they kept going on and on and on. And they had to be reminded, one word, guys. So let's hear what they had to say.
The fun lover.
Effective team player.
Jovial.
Life.
Enthusiastic.
Cheerful.
Cheerful.
Bubbly. Exuberant.
Jolly.
Energetic.
Joyful.
Affable.
Father Clifford, joyful and make others happy.
Cheerful.
Father Clifford's cheerfulness is contagious.
Approachable.
Joyful. Fun-loving.
Always smiling.
We heard our parishioners say so many lovely things about our clergy, but I'm certain there are many more facets to them that are yet to be discovered. All right, so the scores are in, and Naomi has scored a total of 60 points. A big round of applause to Naomi. Congratulations, Naomi, on scoring 60 points.
Thank you.
So I'm sure all you contestants are waiting for the next quiz round. I will not keep you waiting long. All the contestants on the screen, please. Computer Ji, may we have the question for the next round of fastest finger first? And the question is, Navina, to which saint do the Tamil parishioners say on Tuesday? Please quickly type in your answers in the chat box. All right. I'm hoping that all of you have keyed in your answers very quickly. And Computer Ji, let's have the answer to this question on screen. The right answer is Saint Anthony. And we'll also like to see who has managed to get this answer right the quickest. Let's look at the winner of this fastest finger first. And the winner is none other than Annie. A big round of applause to Annie. Every Tuesday after the evening Tamil Mass, they say the Navina to Saint Anthony. Of course, this is subject to when the church is open for services. Let's hope that happens sometime soon. I'd like to call Annie to the online seat now. Please welcome Annie with a big round of applause. So Annie, before we begin with the quiz, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I am Annie. I'm a BArch student, final year student.
All right. All right. So let's get started with the quiz in that case then. Computer Ji, let's have the first quiz question for Annie. So what is Father Maria's full name? We'll bring up the options. Option A, Father John Maria. Option B, Father Maria K. Option C, Father Maria Anthony. And option D, Father Sundar Maria.
It is Father Maria Anthony. It is option C.
Option C. You sound very confident about that.
Yeah, because I know his name like that.
Fantastic. All right. With a lot of conviction, Computer Ji, let's lock option C, Father Maria Anthony. And the answer is option C, Father Maria Anthony. Fantastic answer there. Good going, Annie. All right. Moving on now to question number 2. Computer Ji, let's have the next question up on screen. Here's a question. Where did Father Maria come to our parish from? Option A, Chennai. Option B, Bangalore. Option C, Telangana. And option D, Valankini.
A bit confusing, but I think I should go with option B, Bangalore, because his native is near Bangalore, so maybe it is Bangalore.
That sounds like a good logic. Should we go ahead and lock option B, Bangalore?
Yeah, sure.
Computer Ji, option B lock kiya jaye. Bangalore. And let's find out if that's the correct answer. That is the right answer. Great going with that one, Annie. Very logical answer that you've chosen there. And now moving on to the next question. Computer Ji, let's have the next question up on screen. Which of these activities is Father Maria good at? Let's bring up the options. Option A, singing. Option B, painting. Option C, cooking. And option D, gardening.
I like freely choosing the answer with no second thought. It is option A, singing, because I've seen him having so many instruments, like using instruments. So it is singing.
All right. So since you've heard him sing a lot, you'd like to go with option A.
Yeah.
Computer G, let's lock option A, singing. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Oh, that's the wrong answer, Annie.
Oh.
You seemed very confident with that one.
Yes, I was.
But in fact, I'm told that Father Maria cooks very well. And he can cook some really delicious food when the cook is away.
Yeah, he also cooks, but most of the times I've seen him singing. So I thought that would be the answer.
So I think if we were to pick one of them, I think this would be a standout feature for Father Maria. And so the correct answer for that question would be question option C, which is cooking. All right. Moving on now to the next question. Question up on screen. What bike does Father Maria have? Here are your options. Option A, Honda Unicorn. Option B, Royal Enfield Classic. Option C, Yamaha FZ. And option D, Hero Splendor.
I think I should go for 50-50 because...
I think if you are in a bit of a doubt, you have lifelines available with you.
Yeah, I'll go with 50.
All right then. So Computer G, Annie would like to go ahead with her first lifeline, which is 50-50. Can you please bring up her 50-50 options up on the screen? All right then. Here are your two options now, narrowed down to just two options. So now you just have to choose between Honda Unicorn and Yamaha FZ. What will your answer be?
My guess was right, I think. It is option A, Honda Unicorn.
All right then. If you're confident, we'll go ahead and lock that option.
Yeah.
Computer G, option A lock kiya jaye. And the answer is Honda Unicorn, spot on there, and great going with that question. I think your lifeline really helped you there. You might want to consider using that for the questions to follow.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to question number 5. Computer G, can you please bring up the question on the screen? So here's your question. Which priestly congregation does Father Maria belong to? Option A, Salesians. Option B, Franciscans. Option C, Dominicans. And option D, CPPS. Which one would you like to go ahead with there, Annie? You seem rather confused.
Yeah, a lot. I want to go for lifeline, but...
All right. You have two lifelines available with you right now. You have phone a friend and audience poll. Which lifeline would you like to go ahead with? Let's opt for lifeline phone a friend for Annie. She would like to call her friend to help her with this question. So please phone Annie's friend.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jocelyn here from KBC. Know Better Your Clergy.
Okay, Jocelyn from Know Better Your Clergy. Okay.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
We're having a quiz competition here, and your friend Annie is here with me on the hot seat. And she's faced with a very difficult spot here because she's got a tough question, and she has opted for a lifeline phone a friend and has chosen to call you to help her answer this question. Annie, please go ahead and share your question with him.
Yeah.
Hi, Anthony. The question here is, which priestly congregation does Father Maria belong to?
Okay.
Did you get the question?
Yeah, you're asking about Father Maria's congregation, right?
Yeah. So I'll go with the options. Option A is the Salesians. Option B is MSFS, Trans Salesians.
Okay.
Option C is Dominicans. And option D is CPPS.
Okay. Which is the last option you said?
Option D, CPPS.
Yeah, I think, that's the correct one. Go with option D. You should get this answer right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure about it.
Yeah, okay. Then thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
the best. Yeah, I hope
Thank
you get this.
Yeah, okay, bye.
All right, Annie. So your friend has suggested option D, CPPS. Is
Yeah,
that
I'll
the
go
option
with
that
my
you would like to
friend.
go ahead with?
Yeah, I'll go with my friend, CPPS, option D.
You seem very confident about this friend of yours.
Yeah, maybe he is a bit more interested in Father Maria, maybe, like knowing about him.
All right. He seems to be a lot into trivia in that case then.
Yeah.
All right, Computer G, let's lock option D, CPPS. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Well, it is the right answer. I'm glad that you chose this lifeline of yours to phone a friend, and your friend has done a fantastic job with that. That is the right answer.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that one.
Thank you.
In fact, the full form of CPPS is the Congregation of Missionaries of the Most Precious Blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. In Latin, Congregatio Missionariorum Pretiosissimi Sanguini Domini Nostri Jesu Christi. What a tongue twister, isn't that?
Yeah.
So it is the CPPS that is the right answer. And with that, we move on to the next question. Computer G, let's bring up question number 6 for Annie. So here's your question, Annie. Which shampoo does Father Maria use for his luxuriously bountiful hair? Your options are option A, Pantene, option B, Park Avenue Beer Shampoo, option C, Garnier Fructis, and option D, Head and Shoulders. Which option will you go with?
Sure about this. I never expected such a question, in fact.
Well, expect the unexpected. In fact, he has such beautiful hair that it was an apt question for us to actually put into place. So which one do you think he would go with?
I have a confusion between B and D.
Okay.
I'd go with option B, Park Avenue Beer Shampoo.
Are you sure about that one?
I'm not yet 100% sure, but I think I should go with it.
All right, let's go with your gut instinct. Computer G, let's lock option B, Park Avenue Beer Shampoo. And that answer is absolutely correct. That was a very... How did you guess this one though?
No idea. I just had an instinct this would be the answer. That's it.
Interesting. In fact, I think that's what gives his hair this beautiful shine. I think perhaps Father George should also try this shampoo. All right, with that, we move on to the last question of this round. Are you ready, Annie?
Yeah, I'm very excited about the last one.
All right. Computer G, let's bring up question number 7 for Annie. Which of the following describes Father Maria the best? Option A, he has a charming smile. Option B, he is tech savvy. Option C, despite the pandemic, he became familiar with parishioners and got integrated in our parish. And option D, all of the above.
He
Which one will you go with?
has a charming smile and he is already a tech savvy. We all know about it. So, and C also, it is quite true. So I'll go with D, option D, all of the above.
All right, let's go ahead with that answer. Computer G, let's lock option D, all of the above. And that is the right answer. Fantastic guess there. And the very interesting thing about Father Maria is that Father Maria came to St. Pius last August when we were in the pandemic mode, and he very quickly got integrated into the parish. He's very tech savvy and is always around assisting in the recording of the online masses. He travels to all the parishes in this deanery on his Honda Unicorn, ministering to the Tamil congregation in different parishes. Father Maria is new to our parish, and we'd assume not many know him. But the responses of our parishioners in describing him were spot on.
Optimistic,
Modest.
Diligent.
always smiling.
Amiable.
Father Maria available for others.
Bike enthusiast.
Our hero.
Simplicity,
Appreciative.
Committed.
Devout.
friendly,
Soft spoken. Father Maria is simple and available.
Patient.
Enthusiastic.
inspiring.
So good. Friend.
Father Maria, St. Pius Parish is happy to have you with us. All right, so we will quickly tally up the scores, and we have received Annie's score. Annie has scored a total of 60 points. Please put your hands together for Annie. Congratulations, Annie.
Thank you, thank you.
So contestants, are you all ready for the fifth and final round of KBC? All right, Computer G, let's have all contestants on the screen, please. And now let's have the fastest finger first question. So here's your question. Name the parishioner who has joined the seminary to become a lay deacon. Contestants, please type your answers in the chat box quickly. All right, everyone moving quickly with their answers. And Computer G, let's have the correct answer for this question on screen. It is Joseph Fernandez. And let's find out who's won this round of fastest finger first. Computer G, let's have the winner for this round. And the winner is Aaron. A big round of applause for Aaron. Congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you.
Okay, Aaron, as you got the answer right and the quickest, I invite you to the online hot seat of round 5 of ABC, Know Better Your Clergy. So, Aaron, which zone do you belong to? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I belong to the J2 zone, and tell you a bit about myself. I'm here in this parish since I was a little toddler, born and brought up over here, played across St. Pius grounds, studied in St. Pius school, had my confirmation in St. Pius school. So yeah, I'm pretty much born and bred a Piusite.
All right. All right. Fantastic. Glad to hear that. And I think with that, we can begin with your round of quiz. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. Computer G, Aaron is ready to begin with his quiz. Let's bring up question number 1 for Aaron. So here's your question, Aaron. Which year did Brother Kenneth finish schooling from St. Pius? The options are option A, 2001, option B, 1998, option C, 2002, and option D, 2010. What are you thinking, Aaron?
You have put me in a bit of a pickle here, because I know Kenneth is again from St. Pius, but I did not expect you to ask me his schooling.
All right. So if you look around and you think of some of your friends who are more or less his age, that might kind of give you a sense of which year he passed out from school.
Yeah, I mean, I am thinking it's surely a bit of a difficult
Maybe
question, so
you
to say. Because
maybe you can use a process of elimination, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, 2010 is not possible.
Correct.
2002 is again not possible. I'm really stuck between 2001 and 1998. But 1998 again is is a bit too over, I feel. So I'm not quite sure about. I mean, I'm leaning towards A. I'm being very honest. I'm leaning towards A, but then again, I don't want to use my lifelines just yet because I know if this is the first question, the rest of the 6 are going to really throw me off a cliff.
So let's put it this way: how old do you think Brother Kenneth is?
I don't want to put him in a too old category, so I will go with option A, 2001.
All right. We'll go ahead and lock option A in that case.
Yes.
All right, Computer G, please lock option A, 2001. And let's find out if that's the right answer. That is the right answer, Aaron. So good guess on that one. I think you were pretty close when you were guessing between option A and option D. Good choice on that one.
It was just a simple process of elimination, as you said earlier.
Absolutely. You got it spot on. All right, with that, we have the answer to the question of quiz round question 1. So brother passed out in the first year of the new millennium, actually, if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
And with that, we move on now to question number 2. What is Brother Kenneth's mother's name? We'll bring up the options. Option A, Merlin. Option B, Lorna. Option C, Lynette. And option D, Linda.
I know it's something from L. So A is ruled out. But I don't know which L is it.
Maybe it could be Lynette or Linda in that case.
I would actually like to use my options on this, a lifeline.
All right, so you do have 3 lifelines available. You have a 50-50 and you have a phone a friend, and besides that you also have the audience poll. Which lifeline would you like to opt for this question? 50-50. All right, Computer G, Aaron would like to go ahead with the 50-50 lifeline. So let's bring up his 50-50 options for this question. There you go, Aaron. So now you just have 2 options to choose from. Option B, Lorna.
The funny thing is, I was really stuck between these 2 options only. I was hoping it was not one of them, and it ended up being both of them. So,
I wish you had picked another lifeline in that case. I mean, maybe if you had gone with phone a friend, that would have helped. Nonetheless, you now are stuck again with option B and option D in that case. Which one would you pick this time?
I think I'm going to go for option B, Linda. I mean, my gut for some reason is saying Lorna, but I'm just going to go against it for some reason. I don't know why, but let's go with Linda.
All right, fair enough. So, Computer G, Aaron would like to lock in option D. Option D, Linda. All right, let's lock that option in and let's see if that's the right answer. Oh no, Aaron, you got that one wrong. It was a tough one.
My gut.
Yeah, I think that often pays off going with your gut instinct. Well, the correct answer is Lorna. In fact, Lorna is a very active member of the parish prayer group. She is very dedicated to her service to the prayer group and has done a fantastic job as a leader for 2 terms. I'm sure Lorna was a major influence in Brother Kenneth's response to his vocation call. Yeah, so that's the right answer. Lorna is Brother Kenneth's mother's name. All right then, no problem. You have a few more questions to go ahead with, and I wish you all the best for the questions to follow. We're moving on now to question number 3. Computer G, bring up the question for Aaron. So here's your question, Aaron. Which zone does Brother Kenneth's family belong to in our parish? We bring up the options. Option A, St. Francis Xavier, which is the E zone. Option B, Holy Spirit, J1 zone. Option C, St. Valentine, L zone. And option D, Our Lady of Fatima, Q zone. So Aaron, what are you thinking?
I mean, it is not St. Francis Xavier. I know that much. It's not even Our Lady of Fatima. It's not Q. Holy Spirit community. J1 actually is right next to my community because I'm from J2.
Okay.
Kenneth is definitely not from there. His family is not from there.
All right.
I've been to his house, so I know it's St. Valentine.
All right. You seem very confident about that one since you visited his home. All right. So we'll lock option C, St. Valentine. Computer Ji, can you please lock option C, St. Valentine? And the right answer is option C, St. Valentine. It's good that you went there with your instincts. And that is the right answer, St. Valentine, L zone. Moving on now to the next question. Computer Ji, can we bring up question number 4 for Aaron? Coming up on your screen. In a choir, which voice would Brother Kenneth be best suited for? Option A, alto. Option B, soprano. Option C, bass. And option D, tenor.
All right. So we were in the same choir.
Oh, fantastic. That's an interesting piece of information.
Yeah. So Kenneth used to always. I am a tenor. So Kenneth used to always help me with my voice in the choir.
All right. So it seems like you found your answer there.
Yes, a tenor. He's actually between a tenor and a bass. So
all right.
I'm going to go for a tenor.
All right, a very, very confident answer there. Computer Ji, let's lock option D, tenor. And let's find out if that's the right answer. Spot on, Aaron. It is the right answer. In fact, Brother Kenneth is truly loved by the members of the children's choir as well. He uses his musical talent to make joyful noise to the Lord. So spot on with your answer there.
He has helped me a lot when it comes to my singing abilities. So, yeah, he's amazing when it comes to his voice.
No doubt about that. He helps a lot of the other children in the choir as well. So, that's fantastic. Moving on now, Computer Ji, can we have the next question on screen, please? So, Aaron, here's your next question. When is Brother Kenneth's birthday? Option A, 21st May. Option B, 21st August. Option C, 15th August. And option D, 21st December.
So he's going to kill me for not doing this. I am very bad at remembering birthdays. I'm very bad at remembering birthdays.
Sure at some point of time when you all were in the same choir, you all must have celebrated his birthday.
We have. And I have wished him on his birthday, like sharp at 12. And I'm so embarrassed that I currently can't recollect it. So I think I will go for my lifeline at this point.
All right.
I would want to go for phone a friend.
All right, you do have that lifeline still available. So Computer Ji, Aaron would like to phone a friend as his lifeline. Would request you to please call Aaron's friend to answer this question.
Hello. Hello.
Hello there. Hi, this is Jocelyn here calling from KBC.
Okay.
Hello, this is Jocelyn here calling from KBC. Know Better Your Clergy.
Okay.
Today, as part of this quiz contest, we have Aaron here with us in the hot seat. And Aaron is stuck with a question which he's unable to answer. And he has opted to use his lifeline of phone a friend and has decided to call you. So Aaron would like to go ahead and ask you this question and help him with this answer. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hello. When is Kenneth's birthday? Option A,
August
21st May. Option B, 21st August. Option C, 15th August. Option D, 21st December. I think I remember the answer, 15th August.
August.
Hello, Seema?
Hello. August.
August when? August 21st or August 15th?
21st.
August 21st.
Yeah.
Alright. Thank you so much, Seema. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Aaron, are you convinced with the answer of your friend?
Yes, because I almost shot myself in the foot by saying 15th August.
Were you confusing it with Independence Day?
No, actually, I have another friend whose birthday is exactly on 15th August, and I couldn't remember which one is it. Was it Kenneth or that other friend? So,
all right.
I got this
So I
birthday.
think you have your answer there.
Yeah, it's August.
Would you like to lock option B, 21st August?
Yes, I would like to.
Computer G, let's lock option B, 21st August. And that is the right answer. I think you're very blessed to have this friend of yours who is able to give you the right answers.
She knows everyone's birthday in the choir. So,
all right. You chose the right friend for the right question in that case.
Yes.
All right. Interestingly, it also happens to be the St. Pius feast day. And you know, when Brother Kenneth was in school, the principal used to distribute sweets to the whole school on his birthday. All right, Computer G, can we move on to the next question for Aaron? If Brother Kenneth were not to join the seminary, which profession would he have taken up? Option A, model. Option B, rock singer. Option C, actor. And option D, entrepreneur. So which option will you go with?
I mean, he can do all of the above if it were up to me. But since I have to select one, I think I would go for audience poll because I want to see. I know the answer to this, but I still want to see what the audience think it would be to reaffirm my belief.
All right. You do have the option of your lifeline of audience poll, so we can go ahead and get the audience to give you their responses. So Computer G, Aaron would like to go ahead with audience poll. Can you please go ahead and place this question for the audience to answer? All right, so you have the question up on your screen, all the audience. Please give us your answers. All right, you've got a few more seconds to key in your answers. All right then, so let's bring an end to this poll. Computer G, let's have the results of this poll. And I think you'll be able to see this up on your screen, Aaron. So yes, the audience has voted. We have option A with no votes. We have option B with 13% votes. We have option C, actor, with no votes. And finally, we have majority of the participants and the contestants opting for option D, entrepreneur, with 88%.
I mean,
do you think that
the audience have selected option B and E, which is something that Kenneth definitely fits. He fits him even more because he had his own business of printing T-shirts and printing products called Harvesties. Plus, he was an entrepreneur where he used to teach guitar to students. I was one of his students, so I would think I would go for D.
All right. Going by public demand and with also your conviction of option D, we'll go ahead and lock option D. Computer G, let's lock option D, entrepreneur. And let's find out if that answer is correct. And that is the right answer. I'm so glad that you spoke for option of audience poll. We were really able to help you answer that question. And that is the right answer. In fact, Brother Kenneth, with his good looks, could quite easily make a very good model. And like you rightly pointed out, he also had his own business called Harvesties, where he made T-shirts, bags, and gift items with spiritual themes. So you really got that answer right. Congratulations on getting that answer correct. So Computer G, let's bring up the next question for Aaron. Coming up on the screen. The next question. Which of the following describes Brother Kenneth the best? Option A, he conducts the children's choir very well. He's an excellent lector. Option C, St. Pius X Parish is proud of him. And option D, all of the above.
I think this question answers itself when it comes to these options. He was loved, and he's still loved among the children's choir. He reads, the Word of God, all his passion, and of course, we all, as a parish, as a community, are 100% proud of him. And the answer for this is me.
All right. A very, very confident answer there. Computer Ji, let's lock option D, all of the above. The right answer. Fantastic. Good guess with that one, Aaron. And that is the right answer. So no doubt the right option is D, all of the above. That's what we all at St. Pius feel about Brother Kenneth. I would now like to call upon Joy Sequeira, the senior most contestant, to say a few words about the youngest member of the parish team. Over to you.
Good evening. My name is Joy Sequeira. I'm from St. Valentine's community. There was some confusion about the birthday of Kenneth, but my younger son is a week elder to him. So,
all right.
Both are 35. Anyway, I know Kenneth, his mom and dad from last 20 years. Both of us moved about that year to this new community, Yale community or Valentine community. Both our parents were very active in the church and the church community as such. As you are aware, Lorna Minto is twice a zonal prayer group leader, and also Lancelot Pinto, his father, was zonal leader for 2 terms. Very active, devoted, and prayerful family. Kenneth from childhood has grown up around the church and the church community, as all of us know. He loves music, singing, youth activities, connects well with the children and youth. All of us know his contribution to the choirs and youth team, youth choir in singing. His trademark is that guitar always at his back or on his scooter. And now he is doing his theology in the seminary, and now he is with us in our parish to support our parish fathers. He has accepted God's call, and we all know that he is doing good at the seminary and all his work which has been done to him. And I have heard of his testimony about his God's call, and it is very encouraging. And I think every young boy or young man has to hear his testimony, how he joined the seminary and what was God's call. We all wish him very well and pray that God will bless him in his endeavor to do his work, and let God's mighty blessing be with him, and we pray for it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uncle Joy, for those lovely words. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear how Brother Kenneth was described by our parishioners.
Melodious.
Enthusiastic.
Talented.
Creative.
Gentle.
Ingenious.
Talented.
Artistic.
Excellent cook. Brother Kenneth is gentle.
Loving.
Wild.
Versatile.
The music magician.
Cheerful.
Multi-talented.
Enthusiastic.
Melodious singing.
Silent.
All right, we have Aaron's score that has come in, and Aaron has scored a total of 60 points. A big round of applause for Aaron. So this brings us to the end of all 5 rounds of today's KBC show. We have Lloyd with 60 points. We have Sharmila with 50 points. Naomi with 60 points. Annie with 60 points. And Aaron again with 60 points. A big round of applause to all the contestants for having done such a fantastic job. All right. Now, the very fact that we have a tie with everybody at 60 points, we need to now kick in the tiebreaker. Just like we had the fastest finger round earlier, the question will be displayed to you on the screen. You need to quickly type in your answers in the chat box, send it across to the computer. The person who manages to get the right answer the fastest is the winner. So here's your question on the screen. Who was the Tamil priest before Father Maria? Quickly type in your answers into the chat box. All right. Computer G, let's bring up the right answer for this question. And the answer is Father Saundar Nathan. All right, so I'm hoping that you've got that as the right answer. And Computer G, may I now request you to bring up the person who actually answered this question correctly and the fastest. All right, and the winner of this tiebreaker is none other than Annie. A big round of applause to Annie. Like they say, the winner takes it all. Fantastic guess with that last question as the tiebreaker. And you now are pronounced as the winner of today's quiz of KBC. Know better your clergy. A big round of applause once again to Annie. So congratulations, Annie, once again. And here's your gift voucher coming up on screen. All right, congratulations once again. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Annie.
Thank you so much. I've received this voucher. I'm happy about it.
Fantastic. Glad that you're really happy with the gift voucher that you received. Hope all of you enjoyed the program. I wish all the priests a very happy feast and a very fruitful ministry. May the Lord bless and keep all of you in his care. Wish all of you a good night, sayonara and alvida. Before I sign off, on behalf of all the parishioners of St. Pius, I extend our best wishes and blessings to our priests as we sing